Welcome back to the channel. Do you ever get a really random idea that sometimes leads you down a weird rabbit hole of internet searches? Well, I had this happen to me a few weeks ago, hence this rather unusual video, which I'm literally doing just for a bit of fun. This is Thunderbird 2. This unusual vehicle starred in a children's TV show called Thunderbirds, which first came to screens in the 1960s and would return to screens in a CGI show made in 2015. The premise of the show called for an organisation known as International Rescue, who would fly around the world responding to all manner of environmental and man-made disasters. Thunderbird 2, the big green giant and my personal favourite of the 6 Thunderbird vehicles, was a unique craft in the show. Inside these huge pods that it would carry within its central structure would be all manner of additional vehicles to assist with a wide range of problems. However, as I was randomly pondering some things the other day, I came upon an idea. Would Thunderbird 2 make the perfect dinosaur transport craft? As I explained in my Helicopters of Jurassic World Evolution 2 video I made some time ago, even those huge yellow sky crane aircraft really wouldn't be fantastic for the job given their limited cargo carrying abilities. We would realistically need multiple choppers for a single sauropod, not to mention the dangers of slinging these animals around underneath the chopper. Would Thunderbird 2 make a better option? So let's start with some basic characteristics. Thunderbird 2 in its original 1960s layout measures 250 feet long in total, or around 76 meters. Using this measurement, we can use estimations to figure out the size of each pod using a simple schematic drawing. This results in an estimated length of each pod and the space it occupies in the craft of around 105 feet, or around 31 meters in length. At its widest point, each pod is about 70 feet wide, or about 21 meters in width. The pod's maximum height is about 53 feet, or 16 meters. An important thing to figure out is how large the door is on the front of the pod. Each pod door is around 40 feet wide, or about 12 meters, and around 30 feet tall, or about 9 meters. Thunderbird 2's maximum carry weight is 100 tons. So let's figure out some scenarios. With an average length of 13 meters and an average height of about 4 meters tall, a fully grown T-Rex would easily fit in within one of the central pods with a lot of room to spare, not to mention a lot more safety. Let's go bigger. A Patasaurus with an average estimated size of 23 meters in length would also easily fit inside the length of a pod, and with a height of around 6 meters, it would also easily fit through the front doors. And depending on how fat your Apatos were, given their weight estimations of around 20 tons, it means you could easily transport multiple Apatosaurus in a single pod. Let's go much bigger. Brachiosaurus, estimated to have a height of around 12 to 13 meters. It would definitely have to bend down slightly to get through the front doors. However, once inside, it would be able to raise itself to full height with a few meters to spare. How about we go even bigger? Dreadnoughtus, the largest dinosaur in the franchise, ignoring Rebirth's stupidly oversized Titanosaurs. Trying to get a clear estimation for this guy's height is weirdly difficult, but the best estimates I found state a height at the shoulder of 6 to 9 meters with a 12 meter long neck. So for easy maths, let's give a rough estimate of 20 meters tall for a Dreadnoughtus with a very tall upright posture. This is clearly too tall for the pod of Thunderbird 2. However, with an estimated length at its longest of 26 meters, it would fit inside the pod if tranquilized, or if we wanted to transport it Jurassic World Evolution 2 style, we could easily sling it in the empty pod space. With an estimated weight of 65 tons, Thunderbird 2 could also easily move it. Let's pick one more animal, the Mosasaurus. Now, Jurassic World's Mosasaurus tends to change shape throughout the films, so let's go with the presented size as given by the DPG. This stated a length of 26 meters long, so we could carry one within the space of the pod section of the craft. Carrying a pod full of water around would be way too heavy, however. The creature's mass is a difficult one to figure out. However, most estimates give a weight of 10 tons for the real-life, fully grown mosasaur, whose length is around 11 meters. So for Jurassic World's 26 meter long animal, which is more than double the length, we can probably increase the weight by at least double, if not more. So let's go for an estimation of 25 tons. With that maths, Thunderbird 2 could easily carry a whole pod of mosasaurs within its pod space. For fun, what about the largest version of the mosasaur? Fallen Kingdom massively oversized the animal, resulting in a creature of estimated 65 to 75 meters in length and a weight that's likely near to 150 to 200 tons. With that animal, we would probably need 2 Thunderbird 2s to move it if we were slinging it under the craft, but it's easily more capable than needing dozens of sky cranes. So it could easily carry a lot of animals within its pod or its pod space, but Thunderbird 2 also has a number of other distinct advantages. It has VTOL capability, meaning that it can hover, land, and take off vertically just like a helicopter. Moreover, if the animals are located within the pod, it can land, raise itself up, lower its pod, and open its doors to allow its animals to leave without any sort of human interaction needed. Perfect for safe, human-free releases. Oh, and just in case you are making your animals on Isla Sorna, well, Thunderbird 2's cruising speed is around 2,000 miles an hour, so it would make the trip from Sorna to Nublar, a distance of 87 miles, in around 2.5 minutes. Perfect for those quick deliveries. Just for fun, I asked 2 artists off the Triclaw Discord to create their interpretations for what a Jurassic Park Thunderbird 2 would look like. Aiden and Delta have created these images and I think they're absolutely fantastic. So there we go, my explanation of why Thunderbird 2 would make the perfect transport aircraft for our parks. If you like this video, don't forget to give us a like and subscribe for more content from all of us at Triclaw Gaming. And until next time, stay safe and goodbye.